Hi everybody! I hope that you are having a fantastic Christmas and New Year's holiday. I hope that you're getting lots of time with your family members and that you're staying safe and you're staying healthy. I want to personally thank all of you that were thinking of me, were praying for me, and that text messaged me to check on me after my surgery. It really just warmed my heart to know that so many people were my prayer warriors and that were thinking of me. And it also meant the world to me when a lot of you talked with your kids about it before I left for my surgery, and lots of your kids came up to me and told me that they were thinking about me, that they were going to be praying for me, and that just really meant a lot. It meant a lot to know that I had a great big Just Lead family out there that loves me and that cares for me. Thank you so much. So we are super excited that our winter and spring semester of Just Lead is about to begin. We got done with our fall semester about December 17th, and we really had a fantastic fall semester. And this coming semester is also going to be fantastic. We got lots of fun things planned, and I just think we're going to have a great time together. As you know, most of the things that we have been doing when it comes to meetings and whatnot have all been virtual. So we normally have a parent meeting before each semester, and we normally have it at the church building right before the semester starts. And this time we're not going to be able to do that. So this is the parent meeting, and this is the elementary parent meeting. A lot of the things that Trey is going to put in his video is going to be similar to what I say, but if you have a middle or high school Just Leader, or you have both of those, you need to watch Trey's video as well when he puts his out. So just remember, this is for the elementary part of our Just Lead program at Laurel. So to show that you have watched the video, there's going to be something that I'm going to ask you to do. There is going to be a sentence that I would like for you to send to me via text message to show that you watched the video. Now, here's how this is going to work. While the video is playing and I'm going through all of the things that we need to go over, I'm going to show parts of the sentence as we go. And I'm not going to go back and review it each time I do it. So you have to watch the entire video to know the entire sentence that I'm asking you to send to me. So please make sure that you watch the entire video, okay? We're going to go ahead and get started, and I want you to meet our team. So for our elementary part of Just Lead, we have some fabulous ladies that are going to be leading our groups of children. As you know, we have our children split up into 3 different groups according to their ages, and so our group number 1 is Miss Allie Hollenkamp. That's our youngest group that we have at Just Lead. She's going to be leading that. She is our intern. Now, each of the groups are being led by one of the ladies that you see here listed, but to be collaborative and to make the workload not as much on each person has something that they are responsible for planning and provides those lesson plans as well as the materials for each of the classes. So Allie here is in charge of planning health, an art lesson, as well as delivering one of our weekly devotionals while the kids have their snack. Sheila Jones, she is going to be leading our group 3. That's our oldest group, and she is our AmeriCorps member, and she is going to be in charge of 2 art lessons throughout the week that we do during our structured learning time. Then we have Miss Shekinah Domingo. Shekinah is one of our newest members, and we are so excited to welcome her aboard. She was actually one of our tutors last semester, so some of your kids are very well acquainted with her, but she also helped out throughout the day, different times with well, really all three groups. And so she knows, most of the kids have at least seen her, and I feel like most of them know her by now. So that's really good that she already knows them. She's going to be our Learning AmeriCorps. She's going to be in charge of planning all of the Learning Lab lessons, and that is what we will get into discussing in just a minute. Oh, look. So this is the very first part of the sentence that you are going to text me after you watch the video. The first word in the sentence is going to be we. So make sure to show that you have watched the video. Make sure that the first word in your sentence is we. We. All right. Next, let's go over our weekly schedule. Now, every month, I am going to send home, as well as text all my parents, as well as post it on Facebook. I'm going to be sending home a monthly calendar that shows you everything that we're going to be doing. Now, please keep in mind, everything that we're telling you today is tentative. And we all know that that's just because right now we're just not sure of what's going to happen from one day to the next. But we're doing the best that we can to be consistent and to make sure that everything we do has good quality for our kids. Okay, so we're going to go over our weekly schedule. Now, every day, they're going to start off with a snack as well as a devotional. And then once a week, that devotional is actually going to be a more in-depth Bible lesson. And it's going to have some like hands-on material, hands-on activities for the kids to do. And so every day we start off with snack and a devotional. Then we go into these 3 rotations. So, what the kids do, they go to each of these that I'm about to show you each day, and we rotate. So like when one group's in gym, another group's in Learning Lab, and then the other group is doing their enrichment piece. So everybody's doing something different at different times, but this is mainly what they're going to be doing. They're going to have a gym class. Now, we are super lucky that the Emerald Youth athletic director comes over and does a gym class with the kids once a week and gives awesome activities for them to do. But we have just kind of a mixture throughout the week of playtime as well as games that we do. So that's gym to get them active. And then we have Learning Lab. Now, Learning Lab is where we have our computer time as well as hands-on activities. The computer time is done twice a week, and then the hands-on activities are twice a week. They're mainly focused on reading and math, but we have incorporated some science activities, STEM activities, so it's lots of different things, but it's all educational. And the computer work that they do is done through an online program called Edmentum, and it basically tracks their learning growth and gives them activities to do, lessons to learn, and they do it independently, but we are there. The ones who lead the class are there to help guide them through that if they need any help. And then we have enrichment. So this is kind of a hodgepodge of like just everything. And so in addition to gym and Learning Lab, we have all these different kinds of things. And I really think that the kids really enjoy just getting to mix it up throughout the week. So on Mondays, we have UT Gardens coming to visit us. They are going to be doing gardening lessons for the kids. They did it last semester, and so they're going to do it again this semester for us, and we're really excited about that. And then we have a health lesson once a week, and what that is just basically nutrition as well as fitness. So it teaches the kids just how to take care of their body and how to be healthy. And then we have a social emotional lesson that we do once a week. And that is just basically teaching the kids, you know, how to process their feelings. It has things about teamwork, just different things like that. It's a really neat little curriculum, and I think the kids really enjoy it. And then we have not really a lesson, but an art activity once a week, and that is on the day that we go swimming. So also, I didn't put this up here, but please keep in mind that we go to swimming on Thursdays. Every group gets to go, and we go in order. So like group 1 will go this week, group 2 goes the next week, group 3 goes the next week. And that is if the schedule is not interfered by a need to cancel the swimming class, just something like a Emerald Youth activity that's going on that day. And so I do my best to keep everybody well informed of when those changes happen, but the schedule of when each group is going swimming is on the calendar. So please pay attention to that, because if your child goes swimming, that means that they're not going to get back to the building until 5:30, and sometimes just a tad bit later. But we try to get them back at 5:30 each time. So just make sure that you're really making sure that you know when your child is going swimming. If you have any questions about what group your child is in, you can always contact me. And then from 5 to 5:30, this is important. This is homework help time. Lots of people have asked in the past, you know, my child had some homework. Were they not able to get it done at Just Lead, but the child left at maybe like 4:30 or 4:45? We don't do homework help until 5 o'clock. So if you would like for your child to have homework help, they need to stay until that time. And then if the children don't have homework help, and by the way, that is ran by me, and so the other classes stay in their classrooms, and then I take the kids that need homework help and we go to a different location and get that done. And the other children that don't have homework, they do what we called structured learning. So during that time, they're doing either an art project, they're doing these little things that we made for them called academic folders, where it's got just lots of different worksheets with educational activities for them to do, just different things like that. So just remember, homework is from 5 to 5:30. Now, midweek discipleship. Okay, so midweek discipleship is one of our, it's just such a important part of our weekly schedule, and we really encourage all families to take advantage of this. Now, because of you know, the adjustments that we've had to make this year, it's not like it has been in the past, but it still is awesome. It's on Wednesdays. It's a large group Bible lesson that we do. We take all of our elementary kids as well as middle and high, and we bring them together at 5:30, and from 5:30 to 6 we have a Bible lesson that's usually led by Matt or by Trey. And we actually have a lot of opportunities for our kids to, lots of leadership opportunities. So we have a Bible scripture that's read, prayers that are being led, and we have the kids come up and do it. And so this is really a special time for them to grow in their spiritual lives. And also, the kids really like this because we're going later, and we don't have our weekly meals like we used to have right now. We're giving them a light dinner snack before. So during our last part of our like our 3 o'clock to 5:30 program time, we give them a light snack. And in the past, it's been things like some chicken tenders from Gus's. We've done little cheeseburgers from McDonald's, tacos from Taco Bell, just to kind of tide them over until they get home for dinner time, because it's a little bit later. So just remember, if your child is going to ride the bus home on Wednesday nights, they're not going to be home till after 6 o'clock. So just remember that. Okay, to show that you have watched the video, remember I'm having you text me a sentence. I've already given you the first word in the sentence. The second word is love. So make sure that on your second word of this sentence, you text love. Okay? And if you have not watched, if you've not watched all of the video yet, then you've probably not seen the first word of the sentence, so make sure that you go back and watch that, okay? All right, next is our discipline plan. So we have a fabulous ticket system that we do with the kids, and we really feel like it's working well. We have rules for the kids, and we go over these rules every day. By now, every family should have gotten a copy of the rules, so if you don't have them, let me know and I will send one home with you. Okay, so we go over the rules, and when we see children following directions, when we see them being kind, we talk a lot with the kids about being bucket fillers. That's kind of our kindness thing that we do with the kids. We give them tickets, and so we give them tickets for doing a good job. Now, if they're breaking a rule, we first give them a warning, but if they continue to break the rule, we then take a ticket from them. So they lose a ticket that they get to spend at the end of the week in the ticket store that they've earned, and usually that catches their attention. But if they continue to break rules, then I do make phone calls if need be. Now, we do have some reasons for an automatic suspension. Cursing, running out of the classroom when they're just upset about something, because that's not safe at all. And then also intentional physical harm. So if they're going to if they harm someone else, then that's an automatic suspension. After 3 suspensions, that does mean that they are going to be dismissed from our program for the rest of the semester, and then they may return upon the discretion of Mr. Matt. So just to remember kind of our system there. Okay, and then just a few extras and we're almost done here. So we want to let everybody know that we have training for our kids on emergency situations. Fire, we teach them what to do when there's a fire, an intruder, as well as tornadic weather. So they get good training on that. Then we have an attendance policy. For elementary, we really want our kids to be there at least 3 days a week, and then at least until 5 o'clock. And so if we notice that kids are not being there consistently, we will contact the family, as well as just everybody needs to know we have a really long waiting list, really long, especially this year because our spots are limited. You have first dibs on our spot, and we love our group that we have, and we want everybody to continue coming. But if if your child's not able to come at least 3 days a week, we really need to give the spot to someone on our waiting list, because the ones who are on our waiting list right now want to come every day of the week. So just please keep that in mind. And then last 2 things here, dress code. That is really the only thing, that the shoes is really the only thing for elementary that I've noticed that we really need to hit on. Everybody's fine in what they wear to school, but when it gets warmer weather, some people want to wear those cute little flip-flops, or they want to wear the slide-on sandals. Our policy is that the shoes have to have a protective strap. So make sure that they have a strap around the back of it. And that's just to keep their feet safe. Now, the last thing to just remember is that field trips, we do field trips once a month during the school year, and we do those on Fridays as much as we can. It is on the calendars, but when we do field trips, sometimes we get back to the building later than 5:30, and I try really hard to communicate with everybody if we're going to be late and when we're coming back. So just make sure that you've got that on your mind as well. Last thing. All right, you've made it. Remember to show that you have watched the video. You need to text me a sentence. I've already given you the first and the second word. If you missed those 2, go back and rewatch if you're just tuning into this part right now, because you need to watch the whole video to get the entire sentence. But the last 2 words is just lead. So thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions or anything you're wondering about for Just Lead for the upcoming semester, you know where to find me. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your break, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Bye, guys. Remember that I love you, we love you, and God loves you.